Hey,
Oh man, I think I'm ready to launch. Oh, hello, welcome back, Surprise Attack. What's going on, everyone? Oh, I got a special guest for you today. Hope you guys are feeling good.
hey,
We have, who do we have here? Who is that? Who is that making noises back there?
that is Sinix.
Is that you, Sinix?
That's me. I'm always here.
Oh man, how are you
This
doing
is
tonight?
my other.
Goodness
Good.
gracious, it's a beautiful night.
Good.
What are you doing? We're live. People are here. Let's just switch on over. I don't want to keep you guys looking at my face.
What are you
forever.
going to be working on tonight on this surprise attack?
That's a good question. I'm just gonna draw. That's not me farting, okay? That's my chair making noises. Music too loud. Music too loud. That's what they said. I get it.
Oh yeah,
It's
that
over.
sounds perfect.
It's just the intro. It's not for very long. I'm gonna be just drawing.
Making it so loud.
Thanks for the question. We're gonna be drawing today. Quick Instagram photo reference picture, and it reminds me. It has to keep me. I have to stay with the program. The program is to just
Okay.
do a simple drawing, keep it line sketches, because the more I work myself up over thinking about should it be color, should I paint it,
Yes.
I want to do a color study. I don't want to color. I want to do a color study. I just want a color study because it's so fun, but it's more difficult. It's gonna take longer.
Do it.
And when it becomes something more difficult for me to do, I become more reluctant to hop on board. So I have to stick with the game plan. That is line drawing. That's all we're doing now. Line drawing today. So let's get started. Why don't we say hi to everybody? Vishal Namani, Josiah, what's up, you guys? Vishal, Peter the Frog, man. We just got back from.
Frogman.
That's what his icon shows.
How dare you?
So we just got back from Anime Expo 2017, and
That was a good time.
it was a nice time.
It was a lovely time.
We it was an adorable time. We had a great turnout.
It was very chill this year, which is nice.
Oh, we got to meet a lot of our fans.
And our friends.
Friends. We don't call them fans. Friends. Come on now.
Friends, fans, everyone. We met all kinds of interesting
There was
art
a
people.
lot of we had a lot of people hanging out at the table. We had like
Mhm.
all the people you invited.
Invited a lot of people.
Yeah.
Roll deep.
Oh, it was nice. It was nice because it like anybody who was invited ended up turning helping out with the booth. We had like 10 people helping out.
We stole some of Sakimi-chan's workers.
Oh yeah, we still
For us.
Grayson,
Jason.
my man Grayson. Oh, and we'll have a YouTube kind of video on that. Just our trip to Anime Expo. It's gonna be lit.
But
It's gonna be, as the kids say,
hashtag
lit. Yeah, we stole Sakimi-chan's worker. He came to our side.
he knew. He recognized.
Yeah, he recognized us.
Go
It's
on,
hilarious.
son.
So yeah, if you guys can make it out next year, we'll be there again. We've already booked and paid for our table with Ross, and Sinix.
We're doing it big.
We're doing it big. We got like 3 tables now. Well, Ross got 2. We have 1. We're just gonna be in exhibitor's booth. You guys come out, say hi. It was awesome meeting you guys. Made me want to work harder. So
I always come away extra motivated, which is the best part. You come away from Anime Expo and you're like, let's go. Let's start drawing. Let's start doing art.
that's right. That's right. You get
It's just a great feeling.
So I think Amy asked, "Where's the fabric's nice?" And then somebody, "Where's the reference?" Vince asked. Reference is somewhere. I don't even know. I don't even know, man. Comes
I don't
and
even
goes.
know.
It comes and goes. It comes and goes, bro. If you watch the redraws, I have the redraw, the original of the drawing. So it's a quick drawing here today. Trying to keep it sketchy. We'll be on for an hour. Gonna be talking about Josiah says, Jet, my bro saw you at X, but he wasn't sure it was you. It was me. It was the loud one trying to give you a high five and a hug.
We're a lot of imposters. It's hard to tell who's who.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I forget. People are shy. Sometimes people are shy. I can be kind of overwhelming. So be prepared. We had a fidget spinner. First time ever seeing a real life fidget spinner. I finally understand what they are now. Yes. We spun his ass on the floor.
Oh, we spun his ass good.
Something random says, "My name's Jeff."
Yep.
Shoot. Oh, the topic today we're gonna be talking about is what can you learn from photo studies and photo refs? Because that was a really good question. What can you learn and what have I learned throughout this whole process? And I can tell you right now I learned I think over 20 new painting processes. They weren't really new, just it's like just rediscovering or practicing different painting processes, kind of things that you kind of have an idea for, but you don't really put to paper. So I remember just exploring different painting practices and seeing how I can approach these things and how I can, like, what do I start off with first. There's a lot of things you can start off with. So I forgot who asked the question, but this is to you, okay? All right, you asked the question. Here's your answer. What do you focus on when you're doing a photo study? I guess that can be the topic of this video. Shoot.
Okay, I'm gonna start reading the chat for you so you can focus.
Thank you, and just jump in anytime. Let me know what it is, when it is, how it is. So one thing you can focus on is process of painting. So you gotta look at your photo and analyze it and say, do I start off with a base color? Do I start with flats? Do I start off with lines? How do I start off? Do I use color? Do I use a grayscale? Am I going to keep things very soft edged or very graphic? There's so many different approaches you can take, and just taking an approach is a way to learn, and you're going to figure it out on yourself. And it's not like somebody held my hand and told me how to draw the picture. I just see it and I'm like, hey, what if I started it this way? What if I did it that way? How is that going to look? Or one of them that I really struggled on was hues. I just did hues. Like I just wanted to do a lot of hue shifts and be really saturated with it. It's not very successful. If I did it again, and it was a little better. Yeah.
All of art, once you've mastered values and things, you'll find that most of art revolves around cools and warms.
Yeah, I think that's
overlooked that. It's kind of the biggest thing.
It's kind of reality. I don't think there's really in between. There's
I mean, there's
in between, but there's only those two scales. Is either it's cool or warm. We have the sun or we don't.
You gotta make sure you are balancing them out in every piece to some extent.
Yeah.
The shallow. Well, I know stream Sinix. I don't know what you're talking about. This is stream. I'll start streaming again. I'll start doing paint exploration. I miss paint exploration. I'm gonna start doing that again soon.
What's a paint exploration?
That's you know what it is. I invented it with you, kind of. We invented it together. Where I paint gibberish and you look and see what you see and tell me what to paint.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's fun.
Exploration through painting.
That's fun. I
usually just do it on my own though.
I just realized how I can time my drawings.
Okay.
Look, this is a cool little trick I just figured out. Hella dumb. I was like, man, I need a buzzer or something, a timer, a dinger. But I'm like, using my phone.
I got a dinger for you.
I'm sure you do.
Got him.
Got him. I'm sure you do. But listen. This is what I'm thinking about. Okay, so like, I'm using my phone and I set the picture to last on screen for 10 minutes because that's the max for before it dims again.
Okay.
So it dims. I'm like, I had to relight it. So that means I'm on for, it's been 10 minutes. And look at the time. It is 10 minutes. Perfect. Woo!
Well, Dems is a good idea.
That's a Sakura joke. Well, I'm not sure if he can.
That might be a sacred joke.
I don't know, because that's the southern kind of lingo, and
Well, Dems.
I'm not sure if I'm not sure if he's familiar with that. He's more good with the puns and wordplay, but
That's true. He ain't good with my street speak.
yeah. Well, Dams.
Dems.
Dams is pretty good.
Anyway, me and Dems had a good time at Anime Expo.
Yeah, we met some.
Harrison says we met him. What's up, Jen Sinix? Me and my friend Orr. Oh, I remember Orr and Harrison.
Yeah.
Orr and Harrison.
Who's that?
We met him at Anime Expo. I think there was a third one with them.
Oh, was that
Orr,
the 15-year-old?
Harrison, and a third person, I think.
15-year-old, right?
Maybe.
My man. Oh,
I definitely remember those names.
It was very fun. It was a lot more fun than last year. Like, I'm alive right now. I remember last year after I came home, I was dead for the whole time until I went to Comic-Con and I died again. So I died twice.
Yep.
And that was partly because I took a break one day and I went to it wasn't a break. I went to Universal Studios.
We went to Hogwarts.
Went to Hogwarts. We bought passes and we just went all over Universal Studios. Tried to fit everything in one day. My legs just died. It felt like my bones were just like penetrating like the meat of my heels. It's just,
yeah, that was a bit much. You can't do Anime Expo and like a theme park all in the same weekend.
Yeah, theme park, right? And then so I come back, and then we had to do Comic-Con in like the next 2 weeks again, and I had to do like 3 new pieces for Comic-Con, and I didn't sleep again. So I think after that whole experience, I said I don't want to do this anymore. If this is what it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's so tiring. And
yeah, you didn't want to do it.
This year you talked me into doing it.
Now you're hooked again. Got him hooked.
And I completely appreciate it. We took our time, man. I actually got to see the artist alley and, well, some of it. Walk around a little bit. I didn't go to Universal Studios.
Ray. Made dinner plans with Ray.
Oh, that's right.
These are our plans. I'm holding her to these plans. She said she'd get dinner with us at Fanime.
She said that, huh?
That's a date.
Let's do it.
That's an official date.
Let's get it. Try to get Sakimi-chan too. I should have asked her, man. I didn't freaking ask her.
She stays pretty busy though.
Yes, she does. But still, come on. Could have asked her. Be like, hey.
We'll ask her. We'll try to get everyone to hang out at Anime.
Next time. It's too all of a sudden. I don't want to scare her and be like, hey, can I have your number? Like, I just met you and all, but
hey, what's up, girl?
She was really nice though. She was really nice. It's freaking hilarious.
Do. Tell Sinix to stream more. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
He's streaming right now. I don't get it.
I like the jet streams better.
Oh.
Enjoy these.
I'm pretty sure they like the Sinix streams.
Pretty anime girls.
I mean, your streams are on Twitch, and they're hella fun too. Shit. Excuse my language.
All right, who wants to ask some serious art questions? I want to hear them.
Okay, yeah, ask the questions while I get back on topic. So I was talking about what to focus on when you draw. Okay. Sinix. What to focus on, man? Damn, this is I guess I already covered everything. Yeah. So,
I feel like I'm having trouble reading this image you're making.
what are you doing
Just
right
I
now?
feel like the head is slightly disconnected from the body in some way.
What do you have planned to do
Mine
with
was
it?
most of it. Doesn't the head feel like it's not meshing well enough with the body a little bit? Feels like it's a little planet on its own.
Who are you saying? My drawing?
Yeah, the face. I feel
Yeah, it
like
is. It's
it's got
completely off. I'm looking at it like, damn it, your neck is way too long. It
it
was.
just feels it's
Screw
not
it.
it's
Let's just do the
yeah,
under
it
drawing.
feels like disconnected in some way. That's an easy fix, I think. Maybe.
This collar thingy here was throwing us off. It needs to be. It's a very loose on the. She's got a very big jacket, so if you just pull that in a bit. Drawing
Oh
with
yeah.
drawing with
Okay,
you.
well, yeah, when you put it, it starts to make more and more sense. Okay.
Yeah, drawing with you makes me like want to do more direct drawing. Again, a lot more
Don't
difficult.
let me.
Just like as I'm drawing, I could use guidelines. I could just win this. I could win it.
Um.
I could draw the actual guidelines and figure out where the, and then just sketch over it,
Right. What's the guideline?
you know.
I like your drawings lately, so keep doing what you've been doing. I think the one you posted that got all the likes, I really like that one.
Oh.
So,
Oh.
however you did that one, I think you should keep doing them like that.
Okay, let's try to do
If you
that.
use guidelines, then use
I
guidelines. If
didn't
you
use
didn't use guidelines, don't use guidelines.
I'm not sure. I don't think. Yeah, this was it. There was no guidelines underneath that one. So
Keep at it.
okay, well, we're gonna work on it. So that's another thing. How we're gonna learn for this picture? Keep in mind, it depends on how you approach it. So it's not like there's one way. You want to look at. If you want to focus on just anatomy, focus on anatomy. You want to focus on lighting, focus on lighting. Focus on line. It just depends on what your approach is, and that's what you're gonna do for the drawing.
I think you've managed to make it a lot closer now.
Okay, well this finger's.
I can see it working how it is.
Oh, she's smoking. Don't smoke, kids. No, she's not smoking.
She's smoking. You're not allowed to smoke. This is YouTube. All right, we got some questions. I can hold on. Let me bust these out. Excuse me while I whip these out.
Okay.
Question: how long do you think your study should be? Is rendering your studies for hours required to understand lighting? I'll let you answer first. Then I will answer. If you want me to answer,
You
I
answer
can
that. You
answer.
answer that. I'm thinking right now.
Yeah. Okay. You think I will answer. See, studies. If your goal is to just learn, studies should always be short and sweet. You focus on the basics. You don't render. Rendering is not really. It's a different thing you're learning when you're rendering.
Mm.
Studying is all about once you just establishing lighting, colors, values. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be wasting a bunch of time if your purpose like you'll get the most out of your studies if you just do a bunch of short ones rather than one long one.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh yeah.
But render like is I wouldn't call it a study when it gets to be a long thing. It's more rendering practice.
Rendering techniques.
Yeah, technique. It's more of a technique
Yeah.
exercise. Then it's not a what I would call a study.
Yeah.
But it's important to do both. But yeah, for the sake of studies,
Yeah, I
do
guess
a lot of short ones, and you'll get you'll get better faster.
I think that's what it comes down to. You want to get good at drawing faster, do quick studies. If you want to learn techniques, that's a whole different thing. It's like that comes secondary. That comes after you already know how to draw. Your technique is kind of pointless if you don't know how to draw, and you're not gonna get strong enough. So I guess it's two beasts. Two beasts that I'm just made it up now in my head. Okay, this is the rule.
Okay, what's the rule?
If you want to get good at drawing, do quick studies. If you want to hone your rendering skills, then do long drawings, which is kind of obvious.
I would say most people what they want, what they need, what they should be doing is the short ones for the most part. gonna help you more in the long run.
I'm so dead now.
No, no, most part.
I'm so dead
Let's
now.
see. We got more questions. Hold on. Let me read some of these. Uh, any good tips? Any good tips for when you're changing styles, going from realism to anime?
Ah, that term anime. Gone from realism.
You got a tip for switching
God.
styles?
I'm gonna lay it down again because I lay it down in every window. But let's answer the question just just the way he intends to ask the question, like I know what he means. All right.
I know what it means.
Okay, what was the question again? Any tips for going from realism to anime?
Or switching back and forth between styles.
What? No, say the whole thing. I'm sorry. Please.
Any good tips for when you're changing styles, like going from realism to more anime?
Ah, why don't you answer that one?
Oh yeah, okay. Fine, I'll do it.
Why don't do it then? Because you're getting it. You're in the process right
Okay.
now.
In my opinion, the best way to shift yourself into a different state of mind is to really take it like a warm up sketch to the farthest extreme. Like, don't try to edge your way in like slowly. Like, I got to make this a little more anime, a little more anime. Now you got to go like anime level 10, like as your warm up, and then you can kind of readjust your brain a little bit.
Oh.
Like when I do, like when I have to switch to try to do some industrial stuff, I just do the most blockiest, angular, straightest lines, industrial stuff for like a little bit, perfect circles, straight line. Before you get into stuff that's, has a little bit more of a flow to it. Then you can, get the stuff that actually looks good.
Mm.
You gotta really go to the extreme, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can come back around.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see, more questions.
learn the polarities, and then
Oh,
yeah, find the in between.
yeah.
See, now if I
How
want
to
to get real.
practice growing long flowing hair? You got any good tips for that?
Oh yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Don't do this. Don't do straight and like this. Don't draw streaks. Keep them in clumps. Keep them in clumps and make them thirds. Make them in thirds. You have a large one, a middle one, and a small one. And that's it. And then keep things in arcs and curves. Everything has a rhythm. Curves. Curves. Curves represents the rule of thirds itself. The rule of thirds itself. You know what I mean? A straight line is not a third. It's just 100% all the way. The same. Every single way. Third means there's a curve to it. In mathematical terms. I don't know. Makes sense to me. I stick with it.
Sure. Makes sense to you. I would say just make sure don't overcomplicate.
Yeah. Don't overcomplicate. Yep.
Don't throw in too many crazy tangents. Try to get a good flow of shapes. Focus on the as a big shape. Don't focus on it as just a ton of little tiny shapes everywhere. Try to focus on the big areas.
Yeah. All right, let's jump to the next one. Have I even tried to I haven't even tried to Whoa, did I already? I must have already done it. I guess the dimming timer didn't really register on my brain yet. I need to get used to it.
Ooh, question by Harrison, our boy from Anime Expo.
Oh, what's up, Harrison?
What
yeah,
was the most effective?
Yeah.
What did you say?
He's a tall one, isn't he?
I think he was a skinny, tall Asian guy, if I remember correctly.
Is that you, Harrison?
With glasses, possibly? I don't remember.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
Okay, he said, so what was the most effective method you used for learning values? Got any tips on that?
My favorite, I would say, was starting with a lighter neutral tone, cooler tone, and then blocking in the shadows on top of that. Because you can go either starting with all the shadows and erasing out the lights, or you can start with a darker mid-tone and then build the shadows on top of that. You know what I mean? You can start with a very light tone and build shadows on top of that, or you can start off with shadows and build lights on top of that, and changing the base tone to a different value. I find it, my favorite was kind of a lighter, neutral, cool tone and building warm shadows on top of it.
Okay. Trying to think. learning values.
So yeah, there's just things I grasped. I think from the studies, completely didn't have in my mind and brain. I didn't really have it there until practiced it. What about you? How you like to approach
Um,
today's? What's a nice way to do?
no, I feel like I learned the most about values when I tried to do everything. Like, well, when I don't know. I can't decide what helped. I think what helped was really minimalizing like contrast and trying to work everything in the middle area.
Mm. Yes.
I think I think I learned best value stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause my values used to be whack
You think so?
when I used to first start digital painting. They were just way too bright, way too dark. Everything's way too extreme.
Mm-hmm.
My values always look dumb. You gotta rein it in, bring it everything into the middle tone.
Who's
And then
here?
once you get good at that, then you focus on the local areas and you work within those local areas in their local ranges.
Yeah, I dig it.
Look at them pretty anime eyes you made them.
All right, let's talk about some anime now. This is the topic I totally forgot I was going to talk about. And I always talk about this, but I pick up, I make a little more sense out of what I'm trying to say every time. Try to make sense out of it. Okay, so I think it came across to me when I was making my last video, and that was when you talk about anime. Is it a style, a feature, or is it a type of work? I tend to think it's a type of work. So like, it has to be made for either manga or cartoon, like anime, like cartoon anime, and that's what break. That's like if it can be animated, then it's anime. Think of like think of something like Kill la Kill or Little Witch Academia, the same company, obviously. I mean, just any anime, right? And see how simplified those the characteristics are. How simplified they are. They're always that simplified because they're meant for animation. That's where the term comes from. Now here's the beef that I have with it. It's because anyone who sees kind of an Asian aesthetic, they'll consider anime. So like think about like Art Germ, for example. He draws very pretty Asian girls. Like if you pull up any Art Germ picture, their eyes are very small, and he draws nostrils, and they actually have lips. But they'll call it anime or manga. Like even people who are like from magazines, they'll just say he draws anime. I'm like, even like your picture, for example, the picture you recently painted, anime realism. And I think you had a conversation with Ahmed on this one. It's anime. I don't think it's anime at all. It's not. It's not even a blend. It's not even a blend. For me, it's a stylized
These
picture.
labels.
Yeah, it's a label. So
Labels don't matter though.
they don't matter. They don't matter. But for me, anyways, I think like here's the final point. I just gotta say, it's the final point. Some Asian girls or any Western, they can cosplay too. Anyone, if they're cosplaying to look like an anime character, they can make the eyes really big and all that stuff. And then if you were to like draw over it with lines and keep it minimal and not hit all the features, it would come across looking very anime. And all you're doing is just hitting the minimal like lines to represent the features. And that's what I'm trying to get at. It's like, are you drawing a pretty girl, simplified, or are you drawing anime? So
Anime is just minimalism.
yeah, that's what I mean. Minimalism. Yes, exactly. Minimalism, stylized minimalism. And on top of that, I'd like to add Asian aesthetics. So it's leaning towards the Asian aesthetics. If you look at, for example, I'm not trying to be like freaking racist or anything. Think of like Marvel females versus any Eastern anime character girls. Look at what do both worlds prefer, and then what's their preference in girls and stuff. You'll see full nostrils. You'll see actually like wrinkles here for the mouth. You'll see things that actually represents human features, realism, which is another thing that I like to talk about. Is dang, this is a whole video on its own. The strength of Western there's no H. Western art is animation. They freaking pioneered the Disney animation. They're the gods of it. They're the kings of animation. Realistic movements is their forte.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's about realistic movement.
I would say a lot of Western animation is, I think it boils down to a lot of overly expressive facial feature movements
Yeah.
that you don't see as much in a lot of other sounds.
Yeah, and like and then where did it go with their animation? They went 3D. They went completely 3D. They want more realistic lighting, more realistic textures, more realism. You know what I mean? Of course, it's still exaggerated and animated and stylized, but they lean towards that side. Whereas in anime, if they're in love or nervous, they use symbols to represent. Big old sweat drop, and it's accepted. Symbol for that. Where did their art lean towards? Where's their strength? Their strength, if you really paid attention, is in storyboarding. Most of their animations are still are very still because of due to budget and all limitations and stuff like that. They have their gods in storyboarding. That's why their mangas flow so well. And that in their manga, I get really really excited about talking about this stuff because I think about it all the time.
Hey.
Their mangas can turn into anime. A lot of times, actually, they just use mangas as storyboards, and they can use it and like just pan across scenes. There's like movement, but no movement, no actual movement in the animation. But you think there is until you consciously think about it. Like, wait a second, that's a still picture. That's a still picture. You've been looking at still pictures for the past 15 minutes. There's very little movements, mostly shifts, and that's what they strengthened in the East. And so, I mean, I can go on for days. Is
Being graphical, compositional.
yeah. I mean, like this is angry. Like this is angry. This is okay. You know, like with a pound sign on their heads. You know, you would never get away with that in a Western. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely have more of a graphical thing.
Yeah, and then when I look back at like some like Akira animes and like Ninja Scroll, and there's a lot more like Fist of the North Star. You look at the villains, the side characters. They're all a bunch of ugly dudes with a bunch of nostrils and stuff. If you were to pull that picture out of context, you would look at it and you might say, "This isn't from an anime. Where's this from? From what's this, a Western comic book?" But when you watch it, you're like, "Oh, this is from an anime," and it has a different feeling to it in their animation because how they set up. It's how they set up their scenes, storyboarding. Trust me on this. If you have a background in animation, go watch Castlevania. Beautiful fight scenes, I'll tell you that. There's four episodes out right now on Netflix. Go watch it. I'll tell you right now. Sinix, you watch it. Storyboarding is garbage.
I will watch it.
Storyboarding is garbage. It's by a Western group. Americans. And Americans, and like I said, not white people. I'm not racist. It includes Asians in there. You know, it includes all ethnicities. But it's from the West who's producing it. And what they're lacking is the storyboarding. Things look so stiff in their storyboarding. But when it came to the fight scene, goodness, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Very nice. Very nice. Could still be improved. Still improved a lot, but it was nice. Anyways, jeez, that was a tirade. Now.
Want some different questions, or you want to keep going?
No, we're done with this.
Okay.
I'll just wrap it up there. Yeah.
Got plenty more questions. Let's see. We got one from Amy asking, "How do you transfer knowledge from live figure drawing to drawing from imagination?" She says, "I can replicate the model, but once I draw from imagination, it gets lost."
Oh,
it's kind of tricky. Tricky one because I feel like they are different things. Being able to draw from a reference, even a live reference, and drawing from imagination are like different skill sets?
It's a very good question. See,
Usually, the thing that crosses over will just be some aspect of like learning anatomy. But if you already learned it, like feel like you already learned all your anatomy, then it might not cross over. Nothing might cross over that much, to be honest. Just your visual library for different poses and
I
things
think if you become too dependent
improves. But
on the on referencings, yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
honestly, I wouldn't say it makes a huge improvement in your drawing from imagination.
What was
Like
that?
just drawing tons of figures from imagination, um,
You don't think it improves?
kind of will leave you a little bit stronger in your imaginative drawing. I've spent a lot of time doing both at different points, and there's kind of there's a certain amount of stuff that doesn't. They're like counterintuitive at times.
What?
Wish I could say just doing a bunch of live figure drawing will make you better at drawing from imagination, but it's not exactly true. Kind of makes your imagination skills waver a bit.
When you do
You
references?
gotta like, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's tough, but you pick up on there's definitely anatomy like this more tiny or subtle anatomy features that you pick up a lot more, and they get stored in your visual knowledge. So when you are doing stuff from imagination, when you do go back and do it more regularly from imagination, um, you'll find that you have a little bit more knowledge. Anyway, what else we got? There's plenty of questions here. Let me find the other question. Let's see. Peter Weir asked, "How do you have any tips for drawing stamina, drawing for long periods of time?"
Shoot, I think that's a medical condition for me. I'm like,
That's a medical.
yeah, you know, that person who's stubborn, who just can't put it down. I don't think it's because it's stamina. I think it's like that perfectionist. It's because I call it the attention hyperfocus disorder, where you focus too much.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword because you can also get addicted to things that are useless to you. But if you use it the right way,
yeah. In my opinion, the trick for endurance is a certain a certain amount of a lack of focus. You can't be too focused. I've talked about it in some videos, but you can't be like hyper focused nonstop.
You know, me and you,
I mean that
we're hella
in terms
different.
of mentally and in your eyes and muscles especially.
Yeah. You know, funny thing
We
is,
both talked about how like video, like certain things will get eye strain easily, like maybe watching things or doing things. But art, we don't get eye strain as much just because we've learned to, I don't know, process like squinting more and things like that
yeah,
into our just our workflow.
Yeah.
It sounds like a joke, but I still think the squinting thing is a serious factor in art stamina.
You think so?
I feel like it.
Between you and me,
So I really don't get eye strain when I'm drawing, which is weird because I get it anytime I do anything else looking at a screen.
Yeah. I don't get eye strain. I forget to eat too. It's bad. I forget to sleep. But you know, between you and me, I'm always like the one who's like screaming at you, "Come on. Don't go to sleep."
I know, but there are times where you get into a zone of, I wouldn't say hyper focused, more like low focus. You get into a zone where you're not really focusing that much, and you can just paint forever for a very long time.
Yeah.
For me, that's how it is.
I remember when I first.
You got to reach the perfect balance of not focused and still working, and And I don't mean not focused, like distracted doing other stuff. I just mean like your brain's not really thinking about it that much. Your concentration is not super strong. You've paced yourself, you've zoned out, you've found some kind of
Meditation.
comfort zone where you're not even thinking about it.
You think it's like meditation?
Yeah, kind of.
You're meditating. You're in that
We
meditative
used
state.
to, I mean, I remember being a kid, and that would happen like with video games, where you get to a point where it's like you play so much, like, I don't know, video games with your friends that
Yeah.
it's like you'd just be playing, and your brain wouldn't even be like even paying attention to it, but you'd still be like, playing just fine,
And you
playing
forget.
forever.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, that still happens today, man. Like, I hate it. It's that StarCraft. You know me. I can't touch that. It's my drug. Don't give it to
Yeah.
me. The other day, you were playing Magic, and I was like, I want to play. You were like, nope,
I'm like, no,
you ain't playing today.
I regret it. I regret it.
I was like, shoot, thumb is way too long.
Question. How does one learn how to color a piece and make it not look like a work in progress? Every time I color a piece, it looks like it's not completed yet. I don't know. Depends on what you color. It looks like, I guess.
Damn it, hands
I
were-
mean, that's a complicated question that could have a lot of answers.
How do you color a piece and make it look finished? I think if you
I guess so. I think his trouble is every time you color something, it just looks unfinished, no matter what.
well, right now I'm having trouble with this damn thumb. I'm gonna just draw this hand again because it's stupid.
No.
I think that the whole entire process is a balancing act, and learning when you've sufficiently covered that part of the process. If it's your shadows, how much shadows, what areas of the body you're gonna have shadow, the layout, quantity, the distribution. That's the word. Distribution of it. You know, the level of darkness. When you move on to like, when you're talking about lines or light or any part of the stage, you just gotta have it to a point where you're happy with that stage and then move on. If any of those parts are not fully realized and you're not satisfied, then the finished drawing is not going to look finished, or you're not going to be happy with it. Like this lion hand right here, it's stupid.
Oh.
We're here now. We're here now. I'm gonna redraw it.
I didn't have that much of a problem with it.
You didn't?
Flat. Keep it more angular at first, and then you can.
I think I just need a bigger index finger maybe.
Does animating help with applying perspective to anatomy? Of course, animating helps with everything, and everyone should animate.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
Animating is the most rigorous.
All illustrators should do animations for fun.
Oh yeah.
It should be part of what you do. Animating.
That's what I owe the swoopiness to, the just the flow. Everything has a flow to it because of the animation. I mean, I only took a full semester of intro to animation, but I drew in like a week 800 pages of animation for just animation. It's grueling, man. Just work your ass off.
It forces you to get that mileage too.
800 pages.
Forces
The box of
you to draw weird poses and weird angles.
the box of drawings that I had after that class, it's so heavy. Can't even lift it. That's how much drawing you will have.
I bet I could lift it.
You could probably lift it.
Saying. You can't lift it, but I think I got it.
What's that? You saying I'm weak? You trying to say something? Trying to say something?
No, dude, I'm fine. What is that? What are you doing?
Putting a collar out here because it's turning into the hair.
All
See
right.
see that? See there's a separate shape now. If I did it find it like before, it kind of blends into the hair. I don't know what it is. See?
Mm-hmm.
It's gotta read
Mm-hmm.
beyond the hair. Still make us. I'm gonna just add some value in. That's what we'll do. We have 15 minutes. 15 minutes. So
Damn.
this drawing went really slow, but we'll see what we can do.
It's fine. Sometimes drawings go slow. Sometimes they go fast.
Yeah. The other one went really fast. I was really happy with it. Some cross-hatching values all throughout help us distinguish between what's hair and what's not, and what's underside and what's not underside.
Oh, that's this. It says, Chat, do you look at Ilya Kuvshev? I can never say that. Kushno.
Ilya Kusanov.
Ilya. You look at Ilya's stuff for inspiration?
Oh, not inspiration, but I follow him. Definitely.
Yeah.
I collect his works. I mean, he's a great artist. Definitely follow him, but I collect a ton of works, you know. My main inspirations would be like Ray and Kren's art, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Does anime cell shading kind of art, is that useful for concept art works in the future? There's a certain style that fits concept art? That's kind of a, I don't know if there's a good answer for that, because concept art really, it just depends on the client.
Yeah.
Concept art can be anything for production, but a lot of production stuff, a lot of times they'll like stuff like that. A lot of times places don't, you know?
Well, a lot, very
Really,
little times they like stuff like that
there's no rule
nowadays.
for concept art.
But back in the day, I mean, it was more. Mad Max was similar to comic art for. You've seen the concept art for that? That whole movie's pure art. It did
Yeah.
right, man. That is a movie done right, where they focused on every single freaking shot. Every single shot was like a painting. Somebody
Yep.
had to think about that properly. It wasn't just, hey, let's shoot the camera. Character stand here and let's just see what happens. So no, let's just put this down here. I blended in. I merged it in. I did. Oops. See how it's a little flat in this side? I'm just gonna pull it out here a little bit like that. You know what this looks like?
What?
That one girl from One Punch. The green haired one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Well, thank you, Arcane. Question: how can I use other artists' work to improve my own work?
Oh. I think when you look at somebody who's really developed in their skill, you kind of can pick and choose what they do in their drawing, what you like about it, and you just add it into your own. But it's the ability to break it down and see what it is that they're doing and replicating it. And that's the hard part.
Any artist you like, any art piece you see and you like, just do a quick study of it.
Yeah.
It'll help you. It'll help your brain understand the kind of thought processes and the shape decisions that are going on.
Yeah.
Even on a subconscious level. You should always, I don't know. There's like, I feel like there's certain times you'll go to art school or wherever, people be like, "No, you can't just copy the drawing of someone else's." But no, it's just it's a perfectly helpful way to improve is to do some studies
Oh yeah,
of just any artist, any artist,
that's true.
any art you see and you like, just do a quick little study of it, do a quick little drawing of it. You'll learn something.
I don't know what this drawing about this drawing. I turned off the original. Oh, it's 50. Got 10 minutes. Got 10 minutes. Now here's the part where I look at the original and say mine is not as nice. The girl in the photo.
I heard people saying Tatsumaki.
Tatsumaki Seppuku.
Is that the girl's name in One Punch Man? Tatsumaki?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm guessing that's what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, Tatsumaki.
Tatsumaki Seppuku.
Tatsumaki Seppuku.
Tatsumaki? No.
Tatsumaki Seppuku. Tatsumaki Seppuku.
Less sugar candy says, I think I'm gonna go bald soon. Jet, do you have any tips for taking care of hair?
Oh shit. Hey bro. I had a moment where I was feeling like I was going bald and I was receding a little bit. And this was when I was like 22. And I don't know what, I can't be, I'm not a doctor. I can't say anything about you, but my situation, fortunately, I think it was because of stress. I was stressed out a lot about work and stuff. And stress will affect your hair. And after I finished art school, my hair started going back. Like,
Good.
my hairline started getting a little more full again. Like, yeah. This hair just falls out when you're stressed out.
Maybe get like a little scalp massager. Those can be good. Plus, it just feels nice. You get a little scalp massager. You can massage your scalp. It promotes blood flow. I think that's probably good. I don't know.
Yeah, you can try Rogaine.
Baldness. There's no one in my family tree that has any baldness, so I don't know.
Try some Rogaine.
Get some Rogaine. I don't know. I hear it works.
I got some Rogaine. That's what I used, but I don't know if that was how I overcame my issue.
Can't hurt.
Yeah. Try it out, man.
Little scalp massage, little Rogaine.
We're not doctors. We're artists. Don't listen to us.
I'm a doctor.
He's a doctor. I'm not. Dr. Sinix. Dr. Sinix.
Arcane asks, what tablet do you use?
I use a Cintiq tablet.
He uses a Cintiq.
It's not a tablet.
It's not a tablet, it's a Cintiq.
See now I'm just these crosshatch lines. Instead of I don't want to use value. I want to use lines to represent these okay, I only have freaking 7 minutes left, so I think we have to wrap it up. So
you gonna wrap it up?
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Let's see.
Spit it out.
Questions?
Yeah, wrap up the question.
Ayo says,
Heyo.
can you do a step-by-step drawing, coloring, of drawing in Photoshop? I don't know Photoshop part, but he's looking for a tutorial that tells you every little tiny baby step.
Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah,
you want to do some more videos.
I want to do more videos
that are just great tutorials.
I will.
That just talk you through the process. That sounds like a good thing for you to do.
Yeah.
Say, now I'm picking this thing. Now I'm picking this tool. Now I'm picking this color because of this.
Well, that's going to be like, you're going to have an hour of the same thing. Right now, I'm using a colored pencil, textured pencil.
That's what they want. That's something you could probably follow along to.
Oh, yeah. We'll have those.
This guy's asking, Jet, you still in SAC? If so, art meetup?
Oh, shoot.
This guy wants to do an art meetup.
Listen, man.
It's all about that SAC.
Listen, man. I'm scared. Okay? I'm scared. I can't go out there, man. I can't go out there like this.
That sounds nice. He's got a video production agency. Probably film some porn on the side. This
What
could be the
the
friend you
hell?
always wanted.
The hell?
It's Jay's Video Productions.
Is it really?
He lives by you. In Sacktown.
I'm in SAC, but man, I don't know about that. I'll be at a SAC
Want
anime.
to be
I'll be SAC anime. Let's do that.
go visit him at Sack Anime, and you can see if you guys are. You can see if he wants to be in any of your movies.
Yeah, SAC anime on September. Guys in Sacramento. That's a good way to close in this episode. This September 1st to the 3rd is the SAC animes. Come out and visit me and say
Bring him
hello.
up. Bring him up.
How about it, huh? How about we do that? Hey, it's a hard way of drawing. See, it's a different technique. I'm just developing this new technique now. It's brand new. You guys saw the whole process. Brand spanking new. Just figuring out as I go. No. Yes. You should come down too, Sinix. Sinix, come down, man. It's not gonna be the same without you.
That's the long way to go.
Stop complaining, man. Just get up, fly a plane, go. Take the plane. Come on now. We was just in your town. Now you gotta come to my town.
I was just in your
Yes, you were. I was waiting for that.
I was there a month ago.
You were. It's hella funny. And then I'll go back to your town. Your move, punk. Your move. Dang it.
Sometimes I forget to talk because I'm just watching you draw.
Don't even worry about it, man. It can go silent from now and then. Sometimes you just gotta let it be quiet. I talk
Sometimes
too much.
it's gotta be quiet. If anyone wants to join Jet's Discord,
What the
Jet,
hell?
you have a Discord?
I don't have a Discord. I heard somebody made one for
Apparently
me.
you
I don't know
do.
how it works. Explain to me Discord, man. This is new to me. I don't even get it. It's the same with the freaking
I don't
fidget
know.
spinner.
I don't use Discord.
I heard you have a church.
Discord is just IRC for the new kids.
IRC. I didn't
Remember
have that.
IRC?
No, I didn't. Was that like a flower thing?
What?
The emblem.
No.
The icon.
No, you're thinking of ICQ or something. I forget.
I don't know what this IRC
IRC was just like a chat room thing.
Dang.
It's where you go to get your Juarez and your illegal hacks. Go to the IRCs.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you don't know about them Juarez's, son.
Are you talking shit?
I'm gonna teach you a thing about Wolfrez.
No. What are you talking about?
Gotta get on that IRC tip.
What is this IRC?
It's where you go to explore the dark web.
I don't understand this IRC. You keep saying it.
Chet, are you going to be at San Diego Comic Con?
No, I'm not.
Comic Con is dumb.
Too expensive, man.
It's too uppity. It's
Too
too fancy.
too
It ain't chill.
It ain't chill.
We only go to the chillest of chill.
Oh yeah, so let's talk a
shows.
little bit more about
That's
the let's talk a little more about the Anime Expo before it ends in like, oh, it's already ended now. So yeah, video will be up.
What is?
Yeah, episode over. I have to end
It's
it. Now.
over.
Yeah. Just like that. I know.
Yeah, son.
I wanted to talk about more stuff that happened there. Just like how just relaxing it was. Yeah, that's the part I didn't get to talk about. Was just like no problems at all. We're just having a good time, good vibes the whole entire time, just laughing and smiling. It was good. So Discord is better than Skype in terms of lagginess and safety. That's good.
Yeah, Discord's a good place.
See, that's one thing. That's one thing I noticed, though, for sure, for a fact, about right now. This line here is her nose thing. I don't want that anymore. Simple, simple, simple. This line thing, it's dumb too. It's one or the other. Yeah, let's do one. Okay. When I look up now, things are blurry because I'm not looking like using my vision for long distance anymore. I'm just always right here. I think that's the pitfall, the downside of drawing all the time without looking away. They say 20 20 20. Look away 20 feet away at something for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And what's the other 20? I forgot.
Every 20 minutes. I don't know.
Every 20 minutes. Thank you. Yeah, you got it.
Just making shit up.
You got it. Thank you. Let's just draw this here.
So did you end the stream, or are you still streaming?
I'm ending it. I just want to make sure I'm happy with it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Hey, Link asked, did you get any sexy groupies, Jet?
I got the sexiest groupies. Yeah. Obviously.
What?
Big burly men. Big old grease balls.
Harrison. It was Harrison. Sexy groupie.
Oh shoot. Oh, you had a cutie just like all over you. She was just like your biggest fangirl. That was awesome. She's the nicest, sweetest girl.
There were plenty of cuties all around.
Gave us gifts and everything. Oh, and also shout outs to Ling Ling. She's awesome too. Ling Ling brought us gifts too. Yeah, it's crazy. We actually got gifts from girls this year. Not to brag, you know what I'm saying?
Next year, more gifts, more girls. That's the goal. Every year, more gifts, more girls. That's the only measure I have for Anime Expo. Number of gifts by number of girls.
That's it, you guys. That's it for the show. Thanks everyone for joining in. I'd like to give a big old thanks to everyone who showed up on the show. Big old thanks to Sinix. That's what I meant to say. Big old thanks to Sinix. And we're doing a paint over pals on your channel soon.
You're gonna do that soon? Don't worry, Jet will be on my channel very soon in the near future. Next video on my channel.
First time.
Really?
I think so.
Wow. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I did some streams in the past. So.
Well, I already cut the stream. I didn't cut it. Okay. No, I didn't cut it. No. I'm just playing music out. People can hear the music. And I'll cut this out. Take care, everybody. Bye. Say it one time.